The Sooners will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back looking for help. And he won't quite make it back to the 20-yard line as he goes out of bounds at the 19. Running back searching for a hole. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll get it up to about the 30-10-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. Dropping back, it's Beck. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. Now 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. He's loose on the back. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25. The Canes are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Snags it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Touchdown, Hurricane! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. From the shotgun, the inside give. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I know it was incomplete. I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
Wants to throw. It's Mateer. and the defense has set him up. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. This offense has it with really good field position. He'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Canes!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Quick pass on the jet motion. Turning it on. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Got it in the middle. It's Burks. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the ground, he's got it again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to the back. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. And the Sooners will hustle to the line. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners! And And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Marion. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Rolling right and going deep. And he reels it in inside the 30. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Miami.
And man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Going for the big play. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
You know, they say sometimes for quarterbacks the hardest throws to make are when the guy's wide open. How do you miss that throw if you're the QB? Just put air on it. You can underthrow it by 10 yards. That receiver would have come back and fielded a punt.
Finds his man. It's Fletcher. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Now improvising. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Pulls it in down the sideline.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
See, not all linebackers are just big meatheads, right, that come downhill and hit you in the mouth. What a good job of understanding. It's a passing situation. I drop back. I see it. I break on the football in zone coverage. Give me that rock.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. With jet sweep pass. Running to Green. Breaks into the open. The 40. Past the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Number 5.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And the extra point is good. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner will be brought down.
Hurricanes will take over. 1st and 10.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Snagged out of the air.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Uncorks it. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Throws for the tight end. Working on the right. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Floating away. Looking down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Now from inside the red zone. He caught it. Oh, and he thought he might be able to wiggle his way into the end zone, but they knock him down at the 3. DB's locked up tight on the receiver. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Slams it ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Hurricane. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
From inside his own 15, looking for room.
tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
And the Hurricanes will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now what you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Now on first down from the 28. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Makes the catch. It's Burks. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Mateer. Got his man quickly. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Fighting off the defender. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Sategna. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover him.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And this one will be stopped for no gain. You
could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Working that left side now. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
The Sooners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll leave it with him. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. He wants to throw it. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They move on top here in the 4th.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Has to let this one go off his back foot. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open, and he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Back to throw, it's Beck. He's going for a big play downfield. Pulls it in on the right. Finds a seam. Touchdown, Canes. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Little touch pass to the receiver. There he goes.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the 1st down.
And the Sooners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick pass on the fly motion. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Touch pass on the right. Runs through a tackle. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. So after the first down run, here's second down. To the air, it's Mateer. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. It's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the... Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Get the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on third down and life is much better. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Just couldn't find any room and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. You understand the celebration after taking the lead, guys, but this thing is not over yet. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. This one is going to be short and no good. Not enough leg.